Helidirect!
Hello everyone, my name is Mikel Graham and I'm coming to you from Helidirect, and today I'm going to be talking about the Protos 380 420. Now, I have been going back and forth for months on whether or not I wanted to get this helicopter, and I finally bit the bullet, and I have to say I wish I had bought this thing sooner. I have been completely blown away by this little helicopter to the point that I'm not even scheduled to make a video yet. But I've been so blown away by this little machine that I really want to shout it out. And so that's what we're going to do today. So just a little bit about my setup. I have the kit obviously here. I'm running the Nexus X because I'm running Rotorflight. You guys know from my other videos that I am partial to X-Nova, so I got an X-Nova motor. I have a Spectrum 80 amp ESC and a set of torque servos. You can actually buy this set at Helidirect. You get 3 micro servos and 1 mini servo for the tail. Now I want to do a quick shout out about these torque servos because I have not been paying attention to the micro servo market, and I was really pleasantly surprised to find out that these cyclic servos are brushless. And not only are they brushless, they're able to do 760 center pulse as well, 560 refresh rate. But you need the program box to set them that way. But nonetheless, I'm very impressed with that. So that's my setup. Oh, and of course I'm running Rotortech 420 Ultimate blades and using the stock tail blades for now, but we'll talk about that later. Now, I would do an unboxing, but I can't because I already built it. So here's the completed helicopter, and I gotta say, first and foremost, the most striking, it looks absolutely incredible. You know, we got the new canopy with the new scheme that matches the new ultimate scheme. It just looks clean, looks very, very sleek. So with that said, you know, let's get the oohs and ahs out of the way. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the features. All right, guys, before we get started on the features, I just want to mention that this helicopter is technically a 380, but if you purchase it from Helidirect, it comes with the parts to upgrade it to a 420 for free. So you get a free upgrade from 380 to 420. And my recommendation, just go 420 right off the bat. I didn't even try it as 380, didn't really see the point. Just go 420 off the bat. That is my recommendation. Now, this is the V2. There are some changes they've made over the V1. And I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with all of the changes over the V1 because I didn't have one, and I wasn't paying that close attention to it back then. But I do know some of the changes they've made, and I'm going to point some of them out to you. So the biggest and probably most important change is we now have a 1-to-1 swash. All right, and I can tell you from flying this thing, you feel it. The helicopter is very, very connected. Another thing that I really, really like is this canopy. Of course, we have the brand new canopy, but what really impressed me is that the canopy is mounted on with magnets. If I can get it off here. There we go. So we have a look at this canopy. First off, great looking canopy. It actually, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but it has the sparkles like the larger Ultimate, but we have magnetic canopy mounts. And this is not an upgrade. This is standard. And that's a really nice feature for a helicopter so small and so affordable. Like I was really impressed by that. I did not expect that when I got this helicopter. All right. Now let's talk about some of the other changes. The other change that we have is the flybarless unit is mounted back here versus down here. I can only imagine how difficult wiring would have been down here, but I am very glad they put it up here. So that's another one of the changes over the V2. Now, I saw somewhere that they redesigned some of the frames to move the servos up, I believe. I guess it's the new layout. You got your servos right here. And one thing I want to point out that, again, really impressive for a helicopter this size, we have turnbuckles, continuously adjustable turnbuckles on the servos and the head. So that is a very, very nice feature. You can get your setup spot on. So let's talk about some other stuff. So of course, this is a Protos. Belt-driven motor, belt-driven tail. You got the motor mount right here. And ESC up here, we have your tail servo mounted inside the frame. All right, you can see that. And I have to say, some of the things that really impressed me on this helicopter, so similar to the Spectre, the motor mount, so there is a aluminum plate. I don't know if I can show you guys down here. There's an aluminum plate here that ties the motor mount, main shaft, and tail boom as one single piece. All right, now this is awesome. This is great engineering. But I will say though, for a helicopter this size, it's probably not necessary. It's probably not necessary. But I'm not complaining. The only possible minor issue is that if you need to get your motor out or adjust it, you have to take out these screws, but also there's two more to get it off of that plate. So kind of a minor inconvenience if you ever need to take out your motor or adjust it. But as far as rigidity goes, that's actually really impressive to see on a small helicopter like this. Let's see, on the flip side, something also similar. This is something that you saw on the larger Protos. We have a belt tensioner here that uses a spring to keep the belt tight. Now, again, in my opinion, for a helicopter this size, I don't think it's necessary, but it's honestly a nice feature. And spoken to some other guys who've flown this helicopter, they actually replace this spring with a zip tie and just kind of lock it in place. I haven't felt the need to do that just yet, but it's in case you guys want to do that in the future, it's something to consider. All right, now I do want to say this tail. Now you can't really see the tail very well because of the tail fin, but this tail, let me try to get this in position here. This tail really impressed me. So you'd have to loosen things up front, but you can actually slide this tail belt off to get the belt off without having to take anything else apart. Just loosen things up front, slide the belt off, you're good to go. And I think that is really innovative. I'm actually really, really impressed by that. All right, now let's see here. Tail, we got a standard tail here. There's nothing really crazy to report here. It comes with stock tail blades, stock plastic tail blades. The blades I wanted were out of stock at the time, so I've been running these. These are okay. They get the job done, but if you really, really load it up, it can blow out. And that's just a matter of, literally, you can see me, I can flex the blades. So, if you're a hard 3D person, throw on some carbon blades, you won't have an issue. But if you're just doing sport flying, these will do you just fine. All right, so now, it's not all sunshine and roses, because I like to be thorough and complete. With the X-Nova motor, getting it in position, I had to remove a little bit of material right here in the landing gear. Not a big deal, because I was rubbing on the can here. Not a big deal. A quick 5-minute job on the Dremel, and we were good to go. And last thing, so batteries. All right. So the recommended battery is a 6S 1800. Now with a 6S 1800, you get this on there. The CG is perfect. Like, it is spot on. Personally though, I just feel like an 1800 is just a little bit small for a 420 size helicopter. I have not even flown it with this battery. I've actually been flying it with a 6S 2200. Now, this battery it barely fits, and it does throw off your CG. But I get a solid 4-minute flight time, 13 degrees of pitch, 3,000 RPM on the head, and 4 minutes, and it feels great. And now, this is not the max of what the helicopter can do. According to my logs, I'm pulling, I think, I think I'm doing 65 or 75% throttle at 3,000. So it's got plenty of headroom. If you want to go up to 3,200, 3,400, it'll handle it just fine. That'll be good for the 2,200. I think that with an 1,800, your flight time is going to be really, really short if you turn the head speed up that high. And to my surprise, so I also have a 6S 2,400. Believe it or not, the 2,400 is actually weighs 6 grams less than the 2,200, but because of the shape, it barely fits the helicopter because we have a very narrow canopy. It's a great looking canopy, but because of where the mount is, it's not much space. And in order to get this to fit, you have to bring this battery way forward, which really throws off the CG. Now, I will say though, with the 2,200 and the CG being off, I can't feel it. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to try it with the 1,800 just to see how it feels, but very happy with the 2,200, and I'm probably going to keep it that way. So all in all, I am very happy with the helicopter. I'm sure you guys may have noticed I have some vinyl here. Added this to get a little bit of color. It actually pops really well in the sky, and I have some on the tail as well. Really nice touch. I really like it. All right, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. All right, guys, so there it is. There's a couple more things I want to say about this thing before I wrap this up completely. I actually took the time to do the math to look at the disc loading on this helicopter, and I'll post the numbers in the video, but this little helicopter has a significantly lighter disc loading than my Spectre Nitro 700 and of course my Spectre Electric 700. But when I tell you guys that this thing feels light in the air with power on tap, I am not exaggerating. It is an absolutely amazing little helicopter. And as I said, with a 6S 2200, I'm getting a solid 4-minute flight time of 3D at 3,000 on the head. And at 3,000, it feels great. It doesn't seem overpowered, it's not underpowered, it does everything you need it to, and it's got room to go higher. If you want something that's absolutely crazy, it'll absolutely do it with no problem. But I find 3,000 to be a nice sweet spot for this thing, and it flies incredibly well. That's why I had to do this video. Like, it flies absolutely incredible. I have flown pretty much every 420 size out there that's non-direct drive, and none of them have blown me away like this one. Like I said, I was so blown away I had to make this video. And of course, you know, my little vinyl, my little reflection kind of makes it a nice little touch. It's kind of fun. So that's it, guys. This is the Protos 420. I can't say enough good things about it. I strongly recommend it. It's a great little helicopter. It flies wonderful. It's locked in. Check it out. So with that said, thanks for watching, you guys. And if you get one, post it in the comments, post your setup, and let me know how you like it. Take care, guys.